Have you still... why? Trying to read.
I'm trying to read, but it's really difficult. Now then, because of my writer's block, this is what writer's blocks looks like, yeah?
I think for the people that exist as humans in the world that we consider to be real, you having writer's block is probably best for 99.82% of the people concerned.
How long do you think, knowing that you're an author, writer's block lasts? Does it last as long as how you take the length of time it takes to charge Joe's oscillating fist?
How long have you had... let's begin at the beginning. How long have you had writer's block?
Well, what I did was, it all goes back to 1974, yeah, when I was born. And as I got older, I think I learnt to read at school like everybody else. And then I...
Wrap it up, make it more interesting. This is why it's best you have writer's block.
Okay, because
you only have to tell people the interesting points. You don't begin when you were born. Only Dickens is allowed to do that.
But if I write a story, surely they have to have a backdrop, which is how I was born, whether Mum had an epidural, whether she had any perianal tears.
Did she have a perianal tear?
Oh, I have to ring her later.
You see, that is interesting. Mother's
but that's not the climax.
Perianal tear that joined the clitty to the anus. Because that was how I heard it. Have you, while we're here on this lovely bench, on this lovely afternoon after our professional author photo shoot, do you have any questions with regards you getting that monstrosity into the real world of actual literature?
Yes, I do actually. So when you're writing your sentences, do you think that full stops are overrated?
How so?
Well, they're used quite a lot, I've noticed, and sometimes
you're very perceptive.
Thank you. I think that's why it might get somewhere. And I wonder, is it a little bit pretentious to use too many full stops in one page and then open up the conversation like that?
To answer this, I could answer it in 4 parts, but I'll make it 1 part. To answer that, I've already forgotten what the question was. Full stops.
Are they pretentious?
Right.
Overdone?
What is...
Oh, excuse me.
What are you trying to achieve when you write your literature? This is the thing we need to address first.
Okay. What I'm trying to achieve is
something which can only be described
and loosely connected to a randomly assorted group of relatively isosceles triangle shapes.
Have you thought about surgery to get rid of that yet?
Actually, yes. So there we go.
In about 3 hours we'll talk about that.
Okay. So this loosely assorted collection of what we could only describe and compare to as isosceles triangles is what I discern to be a paragraph which can only be compared to magic, and then that's loosely broken up into those full stops that actually at the moment I'm a little bit apprehensive about.
That's a good word, apprehensive. Hi. Apprehensive is a good word, however, if we break it down, you shouldn't use it. Can you spell it?
Do I look like I can spell apprehensive?
Okay. Right, let's wrap this up. So the question was full stops. Okay? Full stops. Should Bob use full stops? I know the exact...
There's a subsection.
I know the exact answer, right?
There's a subsection though. Can I just have the subsection?
Go and have your subsection.
And the other subsection of it is having use of too many full stops. Is that pretentious? To all you writers out there, you know because I'm the ghostwriter for John Mars, Miriam Dickinson.
It was Miranda.
Her as well. Sue Lyles. Is it?
Lines.
I've read her. I'm her ghostwriter. To all of you people who I know, and Madeline Black, I wrote her book for her. You all know about my use of full stops. It's quite controversial.
Here's the irony. I'm going to conclude and put a full stop on this entire thing by saying that, in answer to the initial question 3 hours ago, you should use a full stop and conclude after you've written 1 word.